There's something about Mom's touch. It makes cough, headache, and blocked nose go poof.
It's not my touch, it's Vicks Vapor Rub. Its eucalyptus oil relieves cough and nasal congestion, while its menthol relieves body ache and headache. Vicks Vapor Rub Vaporizing Ointment.
Hello! Hello everyone! Hope you can hear me! How y'all been? I really hope you guys can hear me. Not the ooh, some of you guys have already popped in today. Hello Aurora! Hello Alta! Looks like the internet is a little bit slow. Are we gonna have a slow internet again today? Hello! Good evening, Panny. Hello, Cloak the Librarian. Nice to see you and see you doing updates and stuff. I'm gonna be covering that very briefly. Yeah, you guys hear me. Hello, Jamie. Thank you all for being here. This is gonna... Ooh, I just knocked my mic. This is gonna be a quick live stream. I have some very interesting news. I got some stuff for the new game that's coming out, The Legend of Kimori, and I really wanted to share that with you. Cowgirl says, Rattle, don't stream when I'm at work and can't watch. I'm sorry, Cowgirl. I'm a terrible, terrible person. I will try not to do that again. Let me know when you work, then I can kind of work my work around the live streams, around what you kind of want to do. Okay. Hello, Astride. Okay. So we're just going to dive into it today. We have some fun stuff. Usually what I do for the icebreaker for videos, I usually make some jokes and stuff like that, but today we're going to be looking at something different. But before we get into that, just want to tell you guys, we're going to be looking at two things today. We have the Windstorm games that I really want to show you guys, because I was given a bit of a sneak peek of it, and I want to share that with you. So we're going to watch the video that they shared with me, and then I want to kind of hear your guys' opinions on it. I have a couple of my own opinions, of course, and then we're going to talk about Tales of Rein Ravine. There has been a couple of updates on that, so I wanted to share that as well with you guys. Okay. So first off, let us firsty take a look at there's a couple of things here. I want to give a bit of a shout out to Rebecca Ravenbird. She mostly does dressage type style games. She's been moving over to Roblox on Horse Islands. Apologies. So I just wanted to give her a shout out. I always like her content and she's pretty cool. And then Dashabella TV, she mostly talks about... Oh, what do you call this game? Star Equestrian, which I'm hopefully doing a video on soon. And then the final thing I want to tell you guys. So Abigail had a stream catching new horses, Wild Horse Islands. I snuck into that stream. She never saw me. So I want to see if you guys could spot me in this stream. So if anyone can find me in this stream, then yeah, let me know if you found me. I just thought that was really funny. I did not put my headphones on. Hang on. I forgot to put my headphones on. I'm going to need them for this video because I'm going to be watching interesting stuff. Ooh, we're quiet tonight. My schedule. The Cowgirl says, nah, my schedule is too flexible to be reliable. You're fine. That's fair. Thank you for being honest. Okay. Is the stream quiet or is it just meh? There we go. Rattle is becoming a secret agent, sneaking into other streams. I did that though. I was so surprised you did not see me, and I just kept quiet. I wanted to see if she could spot me. But anyway, those are two content creators I really wanted to give a shout out to. Be sure to check them out. They're really awesome. Okay, so let's get into some fun stuff. Do you guys want to first do Tales of Rein Ravine, or do you first want to do Kimori? Sandy, you're here! I'm so sorry for the short notice. It was a bit of a last-minute decision. Should we do Tales or Legend of Kimori? I selected a pretty theme for the game. Tales of Rein Ravine, Tales of Rein Ravine. Alright, we'll do Tales of Rein Ravine. It looks like that one's gonna win. Tor. God, that's an awful name for a game. Tor. We shall learn about Tor. Like Torque, just not Torque, it's just Tor. It's like a Sandy, I hear you in the Tor trailer fun. What? I think the chat want Tor. Yeah, I'm realizing that. All right, so let's do Tor first. So, for those of you, just going to give you a brief catch-up for what's been going on. Tales of Rein Ravine is a game that is being developed by one person. The game sort of had a bit of a... some stuff kind of backfired when she posted that the game would be released on Steam pretty soon, and it was never released due to, well, just due to some very, it wasn't really specified precisely what was going on, but it was essentially some stuff that's been going behind the scenes, and she wasn't very clear, or she didn't openly discuss what was going on. This kind of created the situation where people were making like huge... Excuse me, I drank my cool drink too quick. When people were making like huge files sort of going into how long she'd been quiet, stuff like that. This is all done by Cloak the Librarian. Once again, thank you for all your lovely work. I don't know where we would be without you. And this has been kind of going on until she finally made a post a couple of days ago. And that's kind of what we're going to be looking at. She finally posted a trailer, which is pretty awesome. We can check that out as well because it is a nice trailer. And then the final thing is, but before we do that, I want to look at this. So she made a post on her Tales of Rein Ravine stories, and this is what she says. Hi everyone, sorry to tell you that I'm still sadly dealing with some delays in the Steam release of Tales of Rein Ravine. I'm basically now working 24/7 to get the first build up and accepted by Steam as soon as possible. At this point, I've decided to not set any specific release date. I'll inform you 24 to 48 hours prior to when the release is about to happen. There is now an early access trailer on Steam. Watch it in full here. We're going to check that out now. The next post is just a bit of a cover of what's going on here, so you can see your store page and game build maybe worked. Okay, I'm not sure what theirs says, but it says here, review of your build has identified one or more issues. Please read and follow these instructions. And then the part that she highlighted was launch on Windows due to missing Unreal Engine something. So that's kind of sad. So what she says is, here's what's currently happening behind the scenes. The first game build has to be reviewed and approved by Steam before it's allowed to go public. And each time they review it, if there is an issue, it takes a few days. Since I'm currently unsure of how many times it will take to get approved, the release plan is now publicized at 24, 48 hours after it has been approved, whatever day that might be. Thank you for your patience and so sorry for all the delay. Now, this is great. I'm very glad that she kind of, explained herself. Not herself, but, that sounds very, weird. I'm very glad that she took the time to explain what was going on, because this had been kind of driving people insane. No one really knew what was going on. We were all getting frustrated. Some people were starting to remove their Patreons. It was an absolute mess. She did post the trailer, and I just want to say I'm glad that she took the time to respond, but this should not have taken 22 days to do. That's kind of the issue that I think a lot of people had with this. It should not have taken 22 days for her to just make a post and say Steam has been delayed. That's literally all that had to happen. So that's kind of my thoughts on it. Let me hear what you guys are saying. Cloak the Librarian says, yay, I made 2 rattle streams. Woohoo! Sandy Dark. That's awesome, Cloak. Sandy Darkful says, I just woke up for a 30-minute nap. I am tired after starting my writing studies. I'm so lot. Oh, shame. That's sad, Sandy. Try not to be too sad about it. I'm just gonna do that for the background. So Horskell says, at least we're getting some communication from the creator now. So let's take a win where we can get it. And I think this is pretty good. Yeah, I agree. I'm also very happy that she did communicate. Like I said, the problem is that it took so long. And that's kind of why people are still a little bit miffed about it. Cloak the Librarian says, I wonder if she added stuff to the build and it has to be reapproved by Steam. That's a possibility. It's a possibility. And yeah, it is a good response. I think it kind of has appeased a lot of people. That's very cool. Yeah, just hearing this earlier would have helped a lot. Yeah, just communicate. That would have helped like so much to stop a lot of the upset and fear that people were going around. Because there was a lot of fear. People thought the game had been abandoned. Lady Sagittar says if she's using any plugins, they have to be packed using source codes, which can be a pain. That's fair. I'm just reading some of them. And Green Horse, hi! I need to send you a DM. It's crazy. My family is visiting. I have no idea where my head is anymore, but I'll get back to you. I need to stop doing that. Anyway, I have to set up my laptop in the kitchen, making dinner while watching the stream. Thank you for being here, Green Horse. Hello. Sandy says, I think in a way she didn't want to have to say anything, but she realized it was something she could not fix overnight and had to eventually say something. That's true, but 22 days? Hot damn. Although sometimes that does happen, like time runs away with you. I do admit, like, that has happened to me, and yeah, it's not horrible. It was just very stressful for a long time for a lot of people. Phoenix Fossils, hello! Thank you for being here, Phoenix. Oh, hello. Phoenix Fossils. Yeah, I made it for once. Flickers. Hi, Flickers. Thank you for being here. Bella Natella says, can't wait for the release. And Astride says, that close-up of the horse face looks really uncanny, but in a good way. Yeah, it does. Look at that. That horse has seen some shit. That horse has he's seen some shit. Dude. And that one too, though. I've seen some shit. These horses are very sadly traumatized. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, okay. So that was kind of the situation with Tales of Rein Ravine. We can briefly look at the my brain. At the trailer. I'm just gonna turn that down a little bit. It's a nice trailer overall. Gonna look at that. Of course, the one thing that I love about Tales of Rein Ravine are the graphics in general. I think it looks really good. Horse animations, I don't think a lot of people are very happy with them, but it's fine. I think that horse animations are a weird thing. It's very difficult to get them down right. I always say that Tales of Rein Ravine has a watercolor tone for me, and I love it. It's not really cozy. It has a different, colder feeling towards it. Sandy Darkfall, the horses' close-ups are like me in the morning. That's like kind of bewildered and wondering where's the coffee. Bitter, I wish to stare into their ghostly eyes while I crash them through fences. That is mildly sadistic and I love it. Lisbeth says, her communication was not good up until now, but the responses from a lot of people in the horse community was way out of pocket. Oh yes, like, woo, people were going insane. People were going completely insane.
Regardless of your previous experience, our Riding Essentials course here always starts from the very basics of riding. The reason we do this is because there's always
I've heard some people say that I kind of sound like the person in the trailer.
And I want to be able to assess your riding level to place you in the right group. Okay?
I don't think that sounds like me, but some people have mentioned it, and I thought that was pretty cool. I wish it was me, but it is not me. I'm very sad. I wish it was me, though. Like, I really do. Anyway, let's see. I like the trailer. Sandy says, I'm so happy that they kept the music from the demo, but just changed a little. Yeah, that's cool. Cloak the Librarian. That voice at the end of the trailer sounds awfully familiar. I wish it was me, Cloak. I so wish it was my voice. Oh, I so badly want to do voice acting, and it's not easy to get into, although I haven't been trying of late as much. Anyway, that's cool. So Tales of Rein Ravine has been kind of covered. It's going forward again. I'm looking forward to the release, but I'll keep you guys posted on what's going on for those of you who really want to know. I'll be sure to chat about Rein Ravine during my lives as well. Green Horse says, just burnt my paprika. You can burn paprika. I actually was not aware of that. I've never burnt paprika, Green Horse. Well done on that. I think you get an achievement in life. Aurora Red says, for me, sound very similar to Sandy voice. Sandy, have we merged to create the voice of Tales of Rein Ravine? We are the voice. Kellard says, howdy, hope you're all doing well. Hello, Kellards. Cloak the Librarian. Oh, no, I was hoping it was you. Sorry. Phoenix Fossil says, petition to have Rattle voice some lines for the game. I would do it for free, Phoenix. I would do it for free. But one day. But anyway, okay, so that's Tales of Rein Ravine. I'm looking forward to the game. Hopefully they'll get the game released soon. But now, let's get into something a little bit more exciting. So, The Legend of Kimori. I'm just going to show you guys that briefly. I forgot to open that. I'm such a good live streamer, guys. Guys, I'm such a good. Guys, I'm so smart. I'm the smartest person ever. When it loads. Bella Natala, burning streams happens when you enjoy burning streams. Oh, burning streams happens when you're enjoying paprika. Yeah, that's good. Cowgirl Mermaid says, Tor, a game by Rattle, berating herself she shouldn't have been silent for 22 days. Oh, that's amazing. That is amazing. I would play that. Bella Natala, oh yeah, I just read that. Random Panda. Oh no, paprika. Alright, so let's see here. Legend of Kimori. Alright. Sandy Darkfall says, Rattle, my non-friend, you can literally almost burn anything. Except flakes. You can't melt a flake. That's very interesting. You actually can't melt flakes. It's impossible. So this is Windstorm Legend of Kimori. Just random fact there. This is a game that is being developed by SR Interactive, and the game was supposed to be released for September of 2024. Unfortunately, it has been extended to next year, more than likely. Oh, I could have used that for the background. I'm an idiot. But this is a game that is set in 13th century Mongolia, so it is around the time of the Mongol Empire's expansion, as you can kind of see in this picture specifically. So it's an interesting timeline to kind of set a game, and I'm pretty excited for it because I do enjoy the history of Mongolia in general. I'm currently reading a book on Genghis Khan and his campaign and how he kind of took over a lot of stuff. He was a very, very interesting character in history. But yeah, I'm looking very much forward to it. There's a couple of things that I want to discuss because they did give me some video footage, and we're going to be looking at that. Yeah, that's kind of the point, Rattle. So let's first look at some of the pictures. These are some of the pickies I was sent. It looks so pretty, though. Let's see what you guys are saying. Angela Ziegler says, voice actor here, it's fun, but prepare yourself to play overly cheerful person on awful Monday morning, the worst. Angela, tell me how I get into voice acting. And yeah, I desperately want to get into voice acting. Cell makes no sense to me. Okay, I have no idea what's going on there. Okay. Bjorn, hi, Abby. Is Abigail here? What Abby? Did Abby pop in? I did not see Abby. Anyway, Kirachi says, did the creator of Tales of Rein Ravine post something new? They only made a short story on their... You can go check it out on their Instagram, on their story for Instagram. They did have it there. Swiftfeather says, I love whenever I play a horse game. I'm 10 out of 10 Olympic level inventor. I go and ride a real horse and I'm like, damn, 50 centimeters is scary. Yes. That is why we have games, so that we can pretend we're good. Food is weird, says Sandy. Yeah, so sort of. Yeah, well, food is weird, depending on what the hell you're eating. Cabbage says, a delay? Who could have seen that coming in the horse game world? That's fair. Yeah, Sandy says they're glad they moved it. You were kind of an idiot, but what? Why is it what? Wait, I'm glad they have moved it, honestly. And yes, you are kind of an idiot, but aren't we all? Thank you, Sandy. That sentence did not go where I thought that sentence looked. Yes, I'm going to talk about the horses in a bit, Sandy, because this is something that I pretty much love. So these are some of the pictures that they're sending. The fact that I think this is more or less to show the passage of time. You can see, I think they believe this is midday, perhaps. So this one's midday? No, this one's evening. And then you have the night. That is That is Red Dead Redemption. Where are my pics? Why are my pics being so weird today? Okay, there we go. This looks pretty. I like it. The areas. You can see here in the corner you have an energy health. So I'm not sure how exactly the health. I believe that's food, that's drink. You have kind of your HUD here, kind of how to trot, kind of jumping to stop. Not sure what that means. Could be sprinting. I is of course inventory. M is map. Perhaps Y is to show like the road perhaps that you're riding. I'm going to get into the video in a bit. And then we have this one. As you can see, the areas are absolutely beautiful. I love it. And I will get into the horses because The sentences are not sentencing for Rattle. No, I never sentence. Green Horse says, remember to hit that like button. Ring the bell for notifications and hit that like button. Let's get to 20k subs. Thank you for the reminder, Green Horse. And then we have this one, which is an interesting image. I think the detailing on the face is pretty good. It's an odd image to take because the horse does look a little awkward, but yeah, we'll get into the horse in a bit. But what do you guys think of the images so far from what we've seen so far? Astride says pretty, but is it a fun pretty or shallow pretty? We're gonna get into that. Oh my god, such a good game. Caesar Ready Dead Redemption 2. Sorry, Sandy. Salard says, I ain't a horse person personally, but I enjoy seeing people enjoy things. And also, I enjoy sipping the fandom tea. Ooh, we got it. We got a lot of tea. We always got tea. We always got tea. Damn it. We are experts in brewing tea. We have like fucking tea ceremonies in this community. Green Horse, 20k cups. Let's go. All right, so Angela Ziegler says, I got a bit of a shortcut on voice acting because my dad is an animator. Got pulled in for some scrap video lines and boom, suddenly got a role. Not even kidding. I think you'd succeed, Edie Zitty. Oh, thank you, Angela. But wow, that's so lucky to have a dad. And actually really cool to have a dad that's an animator. That's awesome, though. Wow. That's a pretty artistic family you got there. So Sandy Darkful is, the horse icon does look weird, but it seems like the horse model is certainly style. We shall see how it moves. Yes, no. The horse model is not style. The horse model is what Mongolian horses look like, but we'll get into that. Karunechi, hello! Thank you for being here. Walking with Dragons. I had a dream of a game. It's a horse ranch type game, but with dragons and mythical creatures of all kinds, and you play as a happy person, a harpy person. Not a happy person, a harpy person. It's always, Angela says, that's actually a really cool game game idea though. All right, Jesus, you guys are very distracting tonight. Bloke says, hey Rattle, hello. Sandy Darkful, Rattle swears. When do I not swear, Sandy? When do I not swear? Anyway, okay, so here we go. This is the trailer, or a working kind of a trailer for the development of the game. So let's give this a little bit of a watch. Let me know if the sound is too loud. Shouldn't be too loud.
Creating Windstorm, the Legend of Kimori, is a completely new experience for us. The project is much bigger and way more ambitious than any of our previous Windstorm games.
So just to kind of let you guys know, they have made the Windstorm games of... I'm going to play the remastered version, but most of their games are modern games. So it's interesting to see them kind of move back into older history and kind of explore something that's a little bit different. Yeah, so the horse is styled. I see it's a style since it does not exist in most horse games. Well, it's a breed, though, that exists. I think we're going to argue on this, Sandy. We will argue. We're very good at arguing. Green Horse, you play as a happy person for once with dragons. I'm in. Let's make it. Happy dragon riders. Happy dragon riders everywhere. I'm a dead goat. I love that name. I'm a dead goat. It's not bad, but I'm a bit standoffish about this. Yeah, I understand. Like, I think most horse gamers are pretty standoffish.
This is our third Windstorm game. This time we decided to create a game for people with different core interests.
We don't want to make just another horse game.
We want to combine detailed horse gameplay with a thrilling story in an immersive and explorable world.
Okay, so this is something that I kind of am looking forward to. Maybe I should just pause for a little bit and just let you guys first listen. Let me just...
With lots of cool gameplay features that you don't normally see in games like this.
Expectations from the community in regards to horse riding are really high.
Yeah, that is something. Like, the players are very adamant that they get very good horse riding experiences in the game, which I do understand because we don't really have a horse game, horse-focused game, a game that is about horses specifically that has good gameplay. We have Red Dead Redemption, we have Shadow of the Colossus, we have Kingdom Come Deliverance, but these aren't games that are focused around horses. This is a game that is set in 13th century Mongolia that is going to be set around horses, which I find very interesting and awesome. Oh, you guys are getting active here. So yeah, that Swift trailer, that is Windstorm Legend of Kimori. Oh, Wakaruanagi, yeah, that is. It's Windstorm Legend of Komori. It's coming out possibly next year in early access. So Norris, hey, hello, hi Rattle. Been lurking in your stream for a bit, but decided to actually chat. Crazy you aren't a voice actor in Tor. There's a stream discussing board about you possibly being the voice actor. I know, I saw that. That was kind of insane. I was like, really? I don't know. I did not know I sound like that. If that is how I sound like, I sound damn fine. Sorry. So, Josie says it's based off of a horse in Mongolia, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is based off a breed in Mongolia. I'm gonna get into that in a little bit. So, Aneta says, Rattle, I saw someone in Better SSO call you overweight in a really bad way. Oh, that's fine. People can call me whatever the heck they want. If it makes them feel better about themselves, then go for it. I can't really do much about that. Sonora says, that's part of the fun. Send help for horse fans. Yes, please send help for horse fans. Okay, so let's watch a little bit further.
But I would even say that our internal bar is set as high or higher.
Windstorm: The Legend of Kimori is an open-world action-adventure game where you play as a young courier rider in 13th century Mongolia.
When making a game in any historical setting, there's always a balance between authenticity and actual gaming enjoyment. We're not making a historically accurate simulator here, and that gives us the freedom to explore more mystical aspects of the culture, as well as embrace the peaceful exploration experience.
With The Legend of Kimori, we want to develop a game for horse lovers.
Okay, I'm gonna pause there for a bit because I quite like the idea of having historically accurate games or games that are set within history. And like I said, I do enjoy the history of Mongolia in general. I do like I understand it's a double-edged sword. If you're going to go too historically accurate, you're gonna have people who are gonna be like, oh, but that wasn't true and that wasn't true and why are you doing this? But if you're going too far off of the historical accuracy, then it eventually asks the question, then why bother setting it in that century in any case? So it's a difficult it's a very difficult balance to find, as the guy says. And I don't want to shoot down the idea of having, not like fantasy fictional history. That is a thing. So I think it's fine to kind of do that. I'm just curious to see how they're going to work it in, because as I said, if you go look at Mongolia of that time, this Mongol Empire, it started in 1212, I believe, 1206, and then 1219 and 1223, and that's how they kind of expanded. So I hope in a way that what's going to happen is that we are going to be a courier for information being given between the generals or the leaders, the Khans, essentially, giving them all the information that they need in order to maybe move the army forward, because we do have arrows, and I don't know how much combat that's going to be. I don't know. I'm kind of speculating, and I don't want to build up in my head what I want to see in the game, and then the game is something completely different. That's something that I think we do have to be careful for. Rebecca Olsen says, why can't Rockstar just make a daughter company, take Reddit's engine, and make a horse game? Oh, I know. That would make so much money. Let's see. Lady Sagittar says, I wrote Rockstar and asked them to please make a horse game. They did not respond. Maybe one day we'll see the sudden freaking open world horse game. That would be amazing. Sonora says, Karonika says, my battery is running low and I don't have a charger. Aw, I'm sorry. Thank you for being here, though. Rockfall says, oh no, the pain is real. Yes, it is. Oh, Bella Natella says, for the inaccuracies point, I think it's because it creates a certain atmosphere that is not seen before in horse games, making it maybe more forgiving because it has not tried before. Yeah, that's very true. That's very true.
Like to immerse themselves in an open world to explore the beautiful Mongolian landscape with its various habitats.
Mongolia is vast and features multiple biomes. In those expanses, small settlements would spring up. The pastoral nomads were really always ready to move, so they oftentimes did not live in permanent structures like stone huts. They just took their yurts and moved on to new pastures or milder weather. They didn't really own much, but the things they did have, they took great care of. Surrounding those nomadic settlements is the vastness of Mongolia. The landscape is not only vast, but also really diverse. Ancient dark woods are as naturally occurring as wide, sweeping grassy plains. Streams, boulders, mountains, cozy birch groves are all common features of this land, ready to be explored by the players.
So I'm gonna pause there. The only problem that I have with this section is what they're saying and what they're showing is kind of different, because this looks exactly the same as this. It all looks basically exactly the same, and the idea is of Mongolia in general has a very, very what do you call it? Like diversity in its ecosystem. And this doesn't, it feels like they're just kind of copy pasting all of this, but it's still early access, so I can't really judge it on that. It's fine to make the games take place in one area. I don't think that's much of a problem. This just doesn't feel very diverse. It feels like all the same in a very small area. That's kind of the feeling that I'm getting. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think the area looks pretty? Do you think it looks diverse? Do you think it's interesting? Let me hear what you guys are saying. What's a little chonka horse? They are a breed in the Mongolian in Mongolia. They're absolutely stunning little horses. Look at the horse's tail. Wow. Cool Art says, I haven't seen a lot of games based on Mongolia, so this is going to be a super cool, even just with... Yeah, there aren't a lot of games that are based of the Mongolian history. Swift Feather says, I'm so excited, but also I have no money for another new game. It's only coming out next year. You could save up. WE says, this looks fantastic. Sonora says, this game looks like it'd run my little hand-me-down, ruin my hand-me-little down laptop. No! Sandy says, the horse model does not look bad in some shots, but yeah, the animations need some polishing for sure. Yeah, no, they do need, but I like the fact that they are making them look like the old traditional Mongolian horses. That is the type of horse you'll find there, and I love it when games embrace the culture of embrace cultures like this. Let me see. Bekacho says, hello, finally catching one of these. Hello, Bekacho. Bekocho. I got it. Josie says, I think it's pretty diverse. Not really. Sandy says, oh yeah, this game will burn some people's PCs. Cell Art says, this is random, but it looks and feels like a middle Tennessee's landscape. That's fair. Salad says, this is hella random. Oh, yeah. Sonora says, pretty, 100% diverse is interesting way to describe it, though. It just doesn't feel diverse. It just looks like all of this is taken in exactly the same area. Like, I'm not gonna lie. All of this was taken in exactly... I don't see the diversity. I see mountain ranges, I see grass, I see trees, but a diverse landscape, for me personally, have mountain roads to pick out. We're gonna have drier areas. It's marshy areas. This just feels like exactly the same area over and over again. That's me though. Liv, hello Liv. So Becca Cho says, I'm actually really excited for this game. Definitely something different in the Sea of Horse games. Amen to that. Dit Stella says hi. Hello Stella. That sounds very Afrikaans. Hoe gaat het vanavond? Het jy lekker aan sover? Lene A says, I'm trying to save money, but not following any more new horse games. Amen to that. All right, let's go on.
Mongolia.
All right, let's pop on to the next part. Gameplay, features, and mechanics.
As a cargo rider, your horse plays an important role in exploring the vast Mongolian landscape. No matter if snowy mountains or wide grasslands, all cargo needs to be delivered. Train your horses to build and maintain bonds and unleash their full potential. With our breeding system, it will be possible to breed horses over generations in order to utilize their best skills and thus overcome paths that once seemed insurmountable.
I love all of this. Am I lagging? It sounds like I'm lagging. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry if I'm lagging. I can't do much about that. So I love all of this. I want to just get to a couple of points here that they mention. I'm just gonna...
Your horse plays an important
Here we go.
role in
So
exploring
this is the Mongolian horses, and I'm gonna show you guys this because I get very annoyed when people are like, these horses don't look good. Mongolian horse. These are not the Teke the Przewalskis. These are the Mongolian horses that have been bred by the Mongolian people. There they are. This is the way that they look. This is the way that they are made. Open stream and immediately lags. Must be. I'm sorry, guys. I can't do much about that. But this is the Mongolian. Okay. Bogocha says that horse model is crazy, very chunk. But this is the horses. This is the way that these horses are built. This is the way that they are bred. They are bred specifically like this to make them very agile across, and they have tremendous stamina, these horses. There they are. This is the way that they look. So when people say, oh, I don't like